Have you ever heard a love story so powerful it could flood mountains and topple pagodas? Today, we're re-diving into one of China's most beloved and tragic folktales, the legend of the white snake. This isn't just a story. It's an epic of love, sacrifice, and the struggle against fate itself. So grab a cup of tea, get comfortable, and let's travel back in time to the misty shores of Hangzhou's West Lake. Our story begins on a day much like any other, except for the persistent drizzle that blankets the scenic landscape. Amidst the gentle rain, a young scholar and pharmacist named Su Qian is making his way across the famous broken bridge. He's a kind, unassuming man with a heart as pure as the herbs he prepares. As fate would have it, he crosses paths with a woman of breathtaking beauty, accompanied by her spirited companion. This woman is Bai Sujin. But Bai Sujin is no ordinary mortal. She is, in fact, a powerful white snake spirit who, after 1,000 years of disciplined cultivation, has finally achieved the ability to take human form. Seeing her caught in the rain without protection, Su Qian, ever the gentleman, offers her his umbrella. As their hands briefly touch, a spark ignites a connection so deep and instantaneous it feels as though they have known each other for lifetimes. This simple act of kindness, the sharing of an umbrella on a rainy day, marks the beginning of an extraordinary love affair. For Bai Sujin, this is the moment she has longed for, a chance to experience human love. For Su Qian, he has just met the woman of his dreams, completely unaware of her true mystical nature. They talk, they laugh, and by the time the rain subsides, they are hopelessly in love. Following their fateful encounter at the West Lake, the love between Bai Sujin and Su Qian blossoms with incredible speed and intensity. They soon marry, their union a celebration of pure, unadulterated happiness. With Su Qian's knowledge of medicine and Bai Sujin's own magical healing abilities, they decide to open a medicine shop in the bustling town of Jinjiang. They name it Beiyou Tang, the Hall of Preserved Harmony. Their life together is idyllic. Su Qian is a devoted husband, and Bai Sujin is a loving and supportive wife. Their shop quickly becomes famous, not just for its effective remedies, but for the couple's immense generosity. They often treat the poor for free, earning the respect and admiration of the entire community. Bai Sujin uses her powers subtly, brewing miraculous cures for illnesses that baffle other doctors, and her reputation as a compassionate healer spreads far and wide. Alongside them is Xiao Qing, Bai Sujin's loyal companion, a green snake spirit who also takes human form. Xiao Qing is fiercely protective of Bai Sujin and, though initially skeptical of Su Qian, grows to appreciate the genuine happiness he brings her friend. For a time, it seems their bliss is untouchable. They live a life of domestic peace, filled with love and good deeds. Su Qian remains blissfully unaware of his wife's true identity. He only sees the kind, intelligent, and beautiful woman he adores. They are the town's golden couple, a testament to true love. But in the world of myths and legends, such perfect happiness is often fleeting. A shadow is looming, a force that believes their union is an abomination, a violation of the natural order separating demons and humans. This shadow is a powerful Buddhist monk, and his arrival will soon shatter their peaceful existence into 1,000 pieces. The tranquil life of Bai Sujin and Su Qian is about to face its greatest trial. A stern and powerful Buddhist abbot named Fahai, head of the magnificent Jinchen temple, arrives in their town. Fahai is a devout monk, but also a zealot, utterly convinced that it is his sacred duty to subdue all demons and spirits, regardless of their intentions. He believes that any relationship between a human and a spirit is a transgression against the laws of heaven and nature. Using his spiritual insight, Fahai quickly discovers Bai Sujin's true form. He sees not a loving wife and healer, but a dangerous demon who has seduced an innocent mortal. He becomes obsessed with the idea of saving Su Qian from what he perceives as a corrupting influence. Fahai confronts Su Qian, revealing the shocking truth about his beloved wife. But Su Qian's love is unwavering. He refuses to believe that his gentle, kind-hearted wife could be a fearsome snake spirit. Frustrated by Su Qian's loyalty, Fahai takes a more drastic measure. He tricks Su Xian and imprisons him at the Jinshan temple, intending to force him to become a monk and renounce his worldly love. When Bai Sujin learns that her husband has been taken, her heart breaks. She pleads with Fahai, begging him to release Su Qian, explaining that their love is true and harms no one. But Fahai is resolute. He sees only a demon's deception. Driven to desperation, Bai Sujin makes a fateful choice. She knows she cannot fight Fahai's immense power alone. With her fiercely loyal companion, Zhao Qing, by her side, she decides to do the unthinkable. Standing before the Jinshan temple, which sits atop a mountain, Bai Sujin uses all of her centuries of cultivated magic. She calls upon the spirits of the water, summoning a cataclysmic flood. Mighty waves crash against the temple, threatening to submerge it completely. This is her last desperate gamble to save the man she loves. The battle between the snake spirits and the monk has begun, a dramatic clash of love, faith, and elemental fury that will shake the very foundations of the world. The battle at Jinshan Temple is a spectacle of raw, untamed power. Bai Sujin, now heavily pregnant with Su Qian's child, unleashes the full force of her magic. The waters rise with terrifying speed, threatening to engulf the entire temple and everyone in it. Monks scramble for higher ground as the floodwaters, filled with enraged aquatic spirits, batter the temple's foundations. From within, Fahai counters with his own formidable spiritual abilities, using his golden alms bowl to create a magical barrier holding back the deluge. Despite her immense power, the physical and emotional strain of the battle, combined with her pregnancy, begins to weaken Bai Sujin. Fahai sees his opportunity. He hurls his powerful alms bowl, which magically expands and traps the exhausted Bai Sujin. Yao Qing manages to escape, vowing to return one day to seek revenge and free her friend. Fahai, victorious, but having also caused immense destruction, decides on a final, cruel punishment for Bai Sujin. He imprisons her beneath the newly constructed Lifang Pagoda on the shore of the West Lake, the very place where her love story began. He declares that she will only be freed when the lake runs dry and the pagoda collapses, an impossible fate. Years pass. Su Xian is eventually released, a broken man filled with grief and regret. He becomes a monk, spending his days near the pagoda, hoping for a miracle. Their son, Su Mengzhao, is raised by others and grows up to be a brilliant scholar, eventually learning the truth of his parents' tragic story. The tale of Bai Sujin and Su Xian doesn't end in complete despair. It transforms into a legend, a powerful symbol of undying love and defiance against impossible odds. It's a story that has been told and retold for centuries, a poignant reminder that love can be a force as powerful as any magic, capable of challenging even the will of the heavens. Though separated by a stone pagoda, their love story lives on, a beacon of hope and devotion for all who hear it. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey through the legend of the white snake. It's a story that really sticks with you, doesn't it? If you enjoyed this dive into mythology, please hit that like button and subscribe for more tailies from around the world. Let me know in the comments what you think about Bai Sujin and Fahai's actions. Who do you think was right? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Until next time, stay curious.